Good morning everyone, welcome to a new video. Joining me today, I'm on a ride down to Tilshead, which is on the Salisbury Plain there by the Avebury range. Part of the, well, it's not quite on the King Alfred's Way, but it's within sight. I actually did stop there when I rode it, but yeah, I'm off down there today, down through to Avebury, Warminster and Chitern and over the hill to Tilshead, and then back up to Market Lavington, eventually to Wootton Bassett, Cirencester, Daglingworth and then back. It's fairly mild. As you see, the weather is rather nice. I've actually had the last couple of days off work because I'm using some time off that I haven't used up. I did originally plan to go out and do well, I was looking at the Rebellion Way actually, and the car's gone in for a service, so I haven't got a car. I didn't, and it's a lot of money to get to Norwich via train. So and the weather was terrible as well, so it kind of knocked it on the head and just had a couple of quiet days knocking around home really. So today I thought I'd better get out and do something, so I'm going to bring you along with me. So that's Western Boretum, and you can see why this road's really busy. Everybody's going in there. Yeah, there's a lot of people in there. Don't blame them because it's absolutely stunning. That's Western Boretum. It's been about at least 10 years since I've been in there during the autumn. I suspect coming in the week's better. It's, that looked busy. There's signs everywhere, no parking and all that. So that would suggest that there's a traffic problem. Here we are in the picture postcard village of Castlecombe, which is absolutely heaving with grockles. Right across the road, 10 wide. So you find me in Melksham, just under 40 miles today so far. It's a few little places where it's been a bit of a headwind, which is a pain, but the worst bit was Wessex Water closed the road between Castlecombe and Biddestone, and it's one of those times when they should have put a sign in Castlecombe, but they didn't. So you come out, you drop down, and there was a sign at the bottom of the hill. I thought, I'll see if I can get through, and they put like fences across. So I had to go like a 2-mile diversion or something like that. But yeah, it's just like, why didn't you put the sign up in Castlecombe? But anyway. So I'm in my usual petrol station in Melksham. Just going to have a coffee and a sandwich and crack on. It's about to leave and the rain came, so I've had to put my rain jacket on anyway. I was feeling a little bit cold, so note to self, summer is over. Long sleeve jackets from now on, I think. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to give it 10 minutes and see if this blows over. It's a shame because it was actually lovely earlier. There's some fungi on this tree over here. Looks like somebody's broken it. There we are. So we're at Sunnington, or just before it. And this is the Kennet Naval Canal. I'm looking towards Diversions direction, so that's east. And as you can see, the rain's blown over now. The sun's coming back out a little bit as well, so that's all right. Me being impatient I am, I didn't hang on, and I So I'm now about a mile further down the road. I rode in the rain. I should have just waited for 5 minutes. There you go. So I'm now heading sort of towards Westbury. Steeple Ashton first, and then at Westbury, and then through to Warminster, down the top of the Wiley Valley, and then up over the top of the Salisbury Plain to Tilshead, and then turn for home really from that point on. Anyway, let's crack on. So there up on the hillside is Westbury's not so quite white horse. Yeah, I've come along this main road just down here a couple of miles, and you get the sight of this. There's actually a road that comes up by those trees. It goes up along the top there, and then you can drop down into Bratton the other side. Swinging over this way. If I just zoom out a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it's raining again over there. I was just starting to think about taking my rain jacket off because I was starting to cook. And then you see that and you think, oh, I'll leave it on for now. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, I'm just under 100k now, and as you can see, we're between Warminster and Tilshead. So Tilshead's up this little road here. You basically start climbing here, and you gradually go over a couple of humps, drop down into Tilshead. Well, I've just come down the road 100 yards. I was just upon that junction up there. I'm not sure if you can see it where the white house is. There's a guy washing his car up there with a really noisy jet wash, so I just come down here. It's a little bit quieter. I'm in Chitterham, and as I said, I'm just going to go up this road. It basically climbs for a few miles now. There is a little bit of a steep pitch on it, but nothing too bad. It's a shame about the sun, because you know, the trees are really in bloom now. There's a lot of them with still quite a lot of leaves left as well. So, it's certainly easier in this direction. Just spotted a training village thing over there, look. Military use. Yeah, certainly easier now. So if you've done the Canalford's Way, you will recognise, you might not, there's a big red brick building there, and this is part of the Canalford's Way. I think the route goes off over that, in that direction somewhere. I actually went down this road here to the right, down into Tilshead itself for the last morning, and I had some food and that in the garage in Tilshead. So I just went along the road instead of this track. But, yeah, it's a bit different to the last time I came along here, because well, I didn't come along that bit, but yeah, I looked as if I'd been in the desert that time. It was so dusty, and it certainly isn't anymore. Stop here in Tilshead in the petrol station, just for old time's sake, and just up on the ridge there with those the little clump of trees are, that is actually the King Alfred's Way route, and it goes into that trees and follows through the trees all the way to where I stopped before. And I'm going up this road just to the right for a few miles, and then I branch off and basically take about a mile or so of the King Alfred's Way route. It is tarmacked, and then I drop down off the escarpment into Market Lavington, and yeah, back on sort of head north from there really. Bloke in the petrol station was moaning because there's too many people coming in. Well, I'm up at 500 feet here. Might gain another sort of 50 foot maybe, but yeah, that's looking out over towards Calne and Devizes and what have you. It's like the rain's blown through now. Because it's 4 o'clock, it's chilling off a little bit, so I'm going to keep my rain jacket on, I think. And this road, the surface is terrible. Well, my second white horse of the day. This is Alton Barnes, and I'm just going to go up the hill over here and over to Avebury. But yeah, it's gone a bit near weather wise. I mean, I'm looking back over to Salisbury Plain over there. You just see the ridge. Climb over Alton Barnes done. Now on the little descent now to west East Kennet. When I get there, I'm going to tell you an interesting fact about East Kennet. Hamlet of East Kennet. And the interesting fact I was talking about earlier was the movie Saving Private Ryan. There's a scene where Private Ryan's mother gets informed of his 3 brothers' death, where the chaplain and the officer comes up the drive in the car. Well, that was filmed somewhere around here. I suspect, in looking at the map, it might be this lane up here. It's a bit of a dead end, so I suspect it's up there somewhere. Anyway, next point of interest is Avebury and its stones. As I said, the ridgeway's up over there. Avebury's in front of me, and I believe this up here is called the Avenue. So that's the Avenue. Use my phone instead of the GoPro, so I can actually zoom in. And all these standing stones. Goes up over that little ridge, and Avebury itself is the other side of the little ridge there. And yeah, there's one of the standing stones. It's actually quite big. I put myself. I mean, I'm hardly a giant. But I must be 8 foot tall. Here we are, the main ring of stones in Avebury. A few people were about. It's now 5:45. I mean, whoever allowed a road through here back in the day needs a bloody slap. Really do. Rather than looking at them from the road with everybody from Swindon driving by, so I'd walk into the field. So the lights down there, that's Wootton Bassett. I'm just about to descend down into a village called Broadtown, and the reason I've stopped, it reminded me of a road race I rode many years ago, and it was several laps of a circuit. I can't remember the exact details, but I do know we came down this hill through Broadtown, and let's say there was 5 laps, I can't remember. Anyway, we go down through Broadtown on lap 1. There's an elderly gentleman sat in his garden watching us go by, and I didn't think anything of it. On lap 2, said elderly gentleman was stood in his garden. He'd found a traffic cone and started shouting at us to slow down. Oh, we laughed. Funny little sort of snippets like that stick in your mind about, you know, various different locations. Anyway, over there's a transmitter, and that's a cliff pipe holder. To climb up out of there. That's a lot steeper than the one I'm just about to go down now. Anyway, let's crack on, and because I'm in need of some fuel. So I'm now I'm in Wootton Bassett. Stop for a sandwich, and let's just say it's a little bit rowdy. So I've come down the yard down the road where it's not quite so loud. You know, a bit drunk people tend to pick on people, you know, on bikes and things. So a bit of hasty retreat. In Sapperton, this is the Daneway pub. I'm just at the bottom of the final climb of the day, up to Bisley. It's a bit of a brute, to be honest, but since I last spoke to you, which was in Wootton Bassett, the heavens have absolutely opened. I don't know if you can see this on the GoPro, but the road there is absolutely flooded. So yeah, I didn't get the camera out much. Anyway, I'm going to put the camera away, and I'll probably speak to you at the end, because it's a bit grim. So I'm about 2 miles from home now, so yeah, I'm going to wrap up the video here. The weather was absolutely atrocious. It just started to come on like a monsoon, and I came out of Daglingworth, and it's like, yeah, like I say, monsoon-like. And I went into this copse. I came out the other side and it stopped. Just like that. And I didn't want to tempt fate when I was at the Daneway by saying that, because no, you know, tempting fate would have it would have come back again, but it's actually stopped. I can kind of put up with it now for 2 miles. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I'll see you on the next one.